Hey everyone, today we are going to be comparing ratio relationships, and we are going to use this doing multiple representations. So your I can statement today is I can compare ratio relationships using multiple representations. The multiple representations that we are going to be using are verbal, so in the sentence, tables, and graphs. Today we are going to spend a bulk of our time focusing on graphing these ratio relationships and comparing them that way. In the very first sentence, it says ratios for ingredients in dog food vary among companies that manufacture it. That is absolutely true. Every brand of dog food has their own special recipe that they use. This one says Company A advertises 25 grams of protein for every cup of dog food. And over here, so here's Company A. Over here, I've given you a table to represent Company A. So because they give us the verbal representation of the ratio, we are going to put it into a form that we understand, and that is in the table. So I've got 25 grams of protein for every 1 cup of dog food. If I continue my pattern, I'm going to increase by 1 cup of dog food, and that's going to go up by 50 grams of protein, 375, and then 100. Company B is already given. So for 2 cups of dog food, it is 44. For 3, it is 66. And for 4, it is 88 grams of protein. And then for Company C, the information is given as well. For 1 cup of dog food, it is 20. For 2 cups of dog food, it is 40. And for 3, it is 60. So because of the way Company C is represented and the work that we've been doing with graphs, we are going to graph everything on the same coordinate plane. So we're going to have 3 sets of points on the same coordinate plane that represent the different companies. And we are going to compare which one has the greatest ratio of protein to dog food based on their graph. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the dots for graph C. So I'm going to take the dots for graph C, and I'm going to connect them. And I'm going to label this graph C. Because we are putting everything on the same graph, it is extremely important that we graph accurately and that we use labels. I'm going to go in reverse order, so I'm going to graph Company B next. So I'm going to do Company B in purple. So for 2 cups, I've got 44. And that's going to be right in between 40 and 50. For 3 cups, that's going to be 66, again, between 60 and 70. And then for 4 cups, I've got 88, so really close to 90. And I'm going to connect those 3 points and label that with a B. Now I'm going to graph Company A, and I'm going to use blue here for Company A. So 1 is going to be 25, so right in between 20 and 30. 2 is going to be 50, so up above the other 2 lines. 3 is 75, so between 70 and 80. And then 4, I don't know where my 100 went. 4 is up at 100. And when I connect those dots, when I connect those dots, that is going to be my line A. So I've checked this off the list. I've graphed everything on the same graph. And now I'm going to compare the ratio of protein to cups of dog food for each company. So when I look at each company, graph A's line goes up the fastest, then graph B's, then graph C's. Now I love and hate this example because it is a great example to put on the graphs, but I dislike it because the graphs are in order. It doesn't show you any kind of variation. So in this particular one, brand A or company A has the greatest ratio of protein to cups of dog food. And these two lines are left blank because they can be changed for every problem that we do that asks this question. So which one has the greatest ratio of blank to blank? We can change those blanks to what we need them to be. Company A has the greatest ratio of protein to cups of dog food because it is the steepest line. It is also the line that is on top, so we know that it goes up the fastest, followed by Company B, because that one's in the middle, and then Company C, because it is the lowest. Okay, so we created a table for Company A because they gave us the verbal representation. We took then the Company A and B tables and put them on the graph with Company C, and then compared them using the graph. So which graph had the steepest line? Graph A. So Company A has the greatest ratio of protein to cups of dog food. In example 2, it says Pizza Hut advertises that for every 12 inches of pizza, there are 24 pepperoni. So for every 12 inches of pizza, there are 24 pepperoni. This is going to be Pizza Hut right here. So for every 12 inches of pizza, there are 24 pepperoni. The relationship of pepperoni to inches of pizza for the other two pizzerias is shown in the table and the graph. So I've got Pizza Hut, I've got Slice of Pie, and I've got the Pizza Palace, or Pizza Place, not Pizza Palace, the Pizza Place. And we want to graph all three pizzerias on the same graph. When I look at my X and Y axes, I can see that my pizza size and my pepperoni are not going to fit for too much longer if I continue the pattern for Pizza Hut, but I can graph what I can, and the line will make itself. So I'm going to continue my ratio. So 24, 36, 48, and 60, and then 48, 72, 96, and 110. So I've already got graph C, the Pizza Place graphed, different problem. So the Pizza Place is here, so I'm going to label this Pizza Place. And then I'm going to graph Slice of Pie. So Slice of Pie is 10 up 15, then 12 up 18, and then 14 up 21. So just trying to get as close as I possibly can. My line's not the straightest, so this is going to be Slice of Pie. And then Pizza Hut is going to start at 1224. So here's 1224. And then if I do 2448, that's going to be somewhere up here. So 18, I can just extend this really quick. 22, 24, and then 48 is going to be somewhere up here. And when I connect these dots, this is Pizza Hut. Okay, I can use different colors. You guys may not be able to use different colors, so make sure that you're labeling appropriately for your lines. And now I'm going to say which one has the greatest ratio of pepperoni to pizza size. If I look at my three graphs, Pizza Place has the steepest line. It's rising the fastest. So the original graph, Pizza Place, has the greatest ratio of pepperoni to pizza size in inches, followed by Pizza Hut, and then Slice of Pie. And again, I'm just taking this from the order of the lines. Pizza Place, the line's on top. Pizza Hut, the line is in the middle. And Slice of Pie is at the bottom. For the last one here, cereal brand A advertises they have 5 raisins for every 2 ounces of cereal. So 5 raisins for every 2 ounces of cereal. If I continue my pattern, 4, 6, 8, and then 10, 15, 20. And then I've got brand B and brand C. Brand B given in the table and brand C given on a graph. For brand C, I'm just going to connect the dots. And I'll plot brand B. So 6, 18 is going to be somewhere here in the middle. 12, 36 is going to be right above 35. 20, 60 would be somewhere up here. And I can plot those 3 together. So there's brand B. And then for brand A, I've got 2, 5 is going to be right there on the line. 4, 10 is going to be in between those two. 6, 15, again, we're in between. And then 8, 20. So we're right in between those other 2 lines. Just kind of squeak it in there. So graph B goes up the fastest. That means it has the greatest ratio. So we're going to say brand B has the greatest ratio of raisins to ounces of cereal, followed by brand A, and then brand C. Okay, so again, we're looking for which line is going up the fastest, then the second fastest, and then the slowest. Create your table of values, put those values on the graph, and compare the lines. If the values don't fit on the graph what you can and connect the dots. Okay, your homework is the 1.4a worksheet. Good luck.